the firemen in the F-Badge firing it up for today.
This morning we also have 2 fire staff running in full bunker gear, which I think is a little bit crazy, but they're doing it for a good cause, raising funds for the Volunteer Wildfire Services. The bunker gear is hot. I have worn it when I've worked with fire department. It is unpleasant and hot. They're foregoing the boots. Those are feet-eating boots with the metal plates. So that's impossible to run in. They've at least done the sensible thing and worn running shoes, but the rest of the bunker gear is hot as heck. And then there's the helmet, which is not light in and of itself. No small feet to run with that. That's supposed to keep the heat out under normal circumstances. Today, that just creates their own little personal pressure cookers.
Before the race, I was a bit anxious. The crowd made it easier. They made us feel welcome. Everybody cheered us on, and that gave us that little boost that we needed. I think the last 400 was probably the longest 400 I've ever ran in my life, but it's probably the most emotional one as well, just to see everyone. We had the Volunteer Wildfire Services guys on the line there waiting for us, running like a couple of meters with us as well, knowing why we're doing this. Especially now the past summer season, we were working back to back. 24 hours, we leave the fire call, they'll be there, we get to the fire call, they will still be there, assisting us on the fire line. And as I said, I was a volunteer fireman before I became a permanent firefighter, so that had a special place for me as well.
Well, I tell you this, in 2017, I think it was far more easier. 6 years ago, the experience, it was quite emotional. When you came in for the last, exactly the last 400 meters, to know that you finally reached the finish line, and that it was for a very worthy cause, because we cannot lose sight for the reason or the fact why we did this in our fire gear, and that is obviously to raise awareness firstly, and the donations for Volunteer Wildfire Service, because that is where this thing actually started. And with all the support, the people cheering us on along the route, I think those people, if they could cheer and donate as hard as they did, I think there will be a lot of money that would come in for the organization.
The Volunteer Wildfire Services is a group of volunteers who give their time freely to assist with all the wildfires throughout the Western Cape. We have 4 bases all around the Western Cape and about 320 volunteers that freely give of their time, as I said, and we help eradicate wildfires throughout the Western Cape. We are completely a non-profit, so we rely totally on donations from the public and from corporates. We have a give and gain account specifically for this event to help raise awareness and raise funds for us, specifically backing Jermaine and Ronaldo. We were told that these 2 firefighters wanted to run for our cause in their bunker suits, and we were like really? I was like, in their suits? And they were like, yes. So that's absolutely amazing, amazing initiative. We were super thrilled, super impressed, and super grateful for their time, their effort, their sacrifice, not just today, but for everything these guys do for us. So.